All I wanted was an envelope. One stupid envelope to send a birthday card to my cousin. Instead of finding an envelope, I found this. Documents about things I should never know about. This could get me killed. Ice filled my veins. Sweat beaded my forehead as I slowly closed the drawer. At first, I expected the typical screeching sound when metal scraped against metal, and was thankful I barely heard it close, and relieved nobody else would either.
"What are you doing in my office?"
Desmond's voice boomed behind me, his tone filled with rage. I froze, swallowed hard, and slowly turned around. I fisted my hands as I glanced up at his hard face, finding nothing loving or caring about his expression. It was all hard lines and cold features. My mind raced with things to say, to spew excuses for being in his office, but there was nothing. He had caught me with my hands in his things. I muttered, swallowing the rest of my sentence as he approached with purpose.
"I told you never to come in here."
He scowled as he gripped my upper arms, yanking me away from his desk. He squeezed tightly, sending bursts of pain up my shoulders, hard enough to leave bruises. I was looking for an envelope.
Why?
It's my cousin's birthday, and I wanted to send her something.
You shouldn't have opened my drawers, Julia. Do you understand the magnitude of your disobedience?
He said through gritted teeth, the muscles in his jaw ticked. I'd never seen him this angry before. Yes, I whimpered, averting my eyes. Please don't hurt me, Des. I saw nothing, I lied. Obviously, I'd never tell him I saw the documents with multiple replicas they sold in Bill's art gallery, and I definitely wouldn't tell him I saw the name of the artist they commissioned who forged the paintings.
I'm disappointed, Jules. I really am.
He shoved 2 fingers painfully into my chest, pushing me into his filing cabinet. I moaned on impact. He raised his hand, but before he could strike, his cell phone sounded.
Saved by the phone. Get out, but don't go far.
Yes, Desmond, I said meekly, hurried past him and closed the office door behind me. I didn't want to stay outside his door and upset him further. Instead, I ran to our bedroom and closed the door quietly. I leaned against the door, pressing my palms against the cool surface, relieved I no longer stood in front of him and the object of his anger. The other bruises had faded, replaced with new ones. My emotions ran high, and I flinched every time he raised his voice. His rage had worsened the last couple weeks. Something at work was stressing him out, and he took it out on me. But this was my fault. I shouldn't have gone into his office. He warned me. I should have known better. My breath hitched. My head throbbed, and I pressed it into the hard door. The pain felt right. I deserved it, as I sucked in another breath, holding it. The moment I exhaled, I cried. I needed to think. Desmond had warned me never to enter his office without him being present, and that's exactly what I did. He wasn't home, and I thought I could quickly look for an envelope, but he'd come home before I found one.